when you started as a paramedic,
Yeah.
what it felt like, you hadn't done a resus before, and you felt like you weren't like legit part of the team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's one of a cardiac arrest is one of those jobs as a paramedic. Obviously, it's one of the main things you probably think of. As we chatted yesterday about, Tim, like a paramedic right now is a bit of an in job sort of thing. It's a lot of there's TV shows about being a paramedic and things and all those sorts of things. But so at the time when I was a grad, I was probably in 3 or 4 months in, and I still hadn't done a cardiac arrest. I'd met some other colleagues that were 5 years in and hadn't done a cardiac arrest, and I really was itching just to do one, just so I knew that you know what I could do, you know, on a real life person rather than a mannequin. So I remember it vividly because it was actually on my birthday, this particular job. But yeah, it was
Valentine's Day, that is.
yeah. So it was in a country.
Oh, wow. That's even like heart stop, Valentine.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
It's a line. The planet's aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, that's all right. So it was in a country town. Their population was probably similar to like Mount Tambourine, or you know, a few thousand people in town essentially. And yeah, the job came in, and I was like, oh, here we go. I was very nervous, obviously, if not doing one in real life before on a person, but I had a really good mentor at the time, and he would just advise me on the way just to do the basics. So the basics are really important. So our response time was 3 or 4 minutes.
Wow.
This person owned a few factories and things, and so the person that was giving him, he was there chatting with one of the factories people, the managers, and it was witnessed. So it was witnessed by that person. That person started CPR on this gentleman. We arrived within 3 or 4 minutes. And that person had about 22 shocks, essentially, was clinically dead for about an hour.
From the on-site?
From the on-site, yeah, from us.
From you guys,
from the response.
They didn't have a defibrillator there?
They didn't have one, no. But we were quite quick with the response time, within 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So he was clinically dead for an hour. He came to, we got ROSC in the end. He was taken to a metropolitan hospital and discharged 2 weeks later with an internal pacemaker and defibrillator. Now, he's going to have another, 20, 30 years left of his life because of that person starting CPR, that bystander. So seeing real life jobs of how these things can impact, it is quite important that people do have the right training. I know there's a